Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Can you believe it? 2 videos in 2 days after being gone for a whole year. She's trying to do this consistency. Don't put your bets on me yet though. Okay, give me a little more time, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm gonna post every day because that would be a lie. And I would not be the father of that child of a lie. So I'm trying to be consistent, so don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so every time I post, you can get that notification and you can watch and you can just be entertained or you can start a conversation with me. So we're going to jump right into the video. As you see below, we are going to be talking about the realistic expectations of a relationship versus the fake expectations of a relationship. So yeah, let's just jump right in, shall we? Okay, so brief disclaimer. I'm no pro at relationships. I don't have the best relationships. So everything I'm saying here is pure opinion. So take everything with a grain of salt. You can either like it or not. You can either leave me a comment, try to like tell me what you think about what I said in a nice way. You ain't gotta be nasty because I ain't being nasty with you. We just talking. I'm just trying to make you feel comfortable. Open up. Let's talk. Let's talk. So like I said, we're going to be talking about the realistic and unrealistic expectations of a relationship. I can't lie. When I was thinking about getting in a real adult relationship, my expectations were different than what the reality was. Like, I thought that you can have a kumbaya relationship where you guys can just, kind of not fight or argue about anything and, everything is just can always be perfect and smooth and happy and that you'll always be in love every moment and every minute of the day. That's just a fairy tale Disney version of what I was introduced to and what I thought a relationship would be like. When in reality, you know, a relationship is hard. People don't even talk about it. People shows all these pictures on Instagram and stuff. You're like, oh my God, this goes, this goes. In reality, their relationship isn't goals. What they're doing is goals. The fact that they are communicating in a proper way is goals. You need to be specific about your relationship goals when you see other people. The fact that they've been together for 65 years, that's goals. Their relationship isn't goals, but it's a goal because I would love to be in a relationship where we are willing to work hard enough to last 65 years. You know what I mean? You don't know what else is going on in a relationship at all for you to be like, oh my God, your whole relationship is goals. Because that's not the truth. That's not reality. I love that you get to travel. I love to see all these happy pictures of you. You know what I mean? Like I love to see that you're going on cruises and stuff all the time. And I'm not gonna say that's a couple's goals, but I'm gonna say it's a goal to me based off what I'm seeing that you guys are doing. I would love to be able to travel with my boo. I don't want the relationship you at, but I would love to travel with my boo. You gotta be clear with that when you think about it. You can't just be like, oh, your whole relationship is goals. You guys are couple goals because you don't know she could be getting beat down, and that's why she on this cruise as a makeup. So you gotta be careful out here in these streets. Listen, huh? Don't be no Tina Turner and no Ike. All right, don't take the gift. Don't take the gift. All right, he just made you eat the cake. So you gotta be really, you gotta think about that. And so when you see so many pictures and so many videos and YouTube stuff about relationships, you start to have unrealistic expectations of it. Like no fighting, no issues for real, things like that. And to some extent you can get a relationship that's kind of like that. I have been in a relationship where it's mostly been drama free. You know what I mean? But you do have your spats. You will have your patchy moments. You will have issues. You're going to have problems. You're going to have arguments. The thing that you have to understand is you can't run away just because you guys have been perfectly, on the boat, just perfectly fine, and all of a sudden a storm come and all of a sudden you on a dip. You got to have a stronger foundation. You got to be personally stronger than that. You have to want a relationship that much. Honestly. And if you feel like you can't do that, then you might want to focus on you for a little bit, and figure out the truth. Because no matter who you with, you're gonna have these situations are gonna happen. Things are gonna occur that's gonna piss you off. And that's gonna just get on your nerves. And you're gonna question stuff. Because also in some people's expectations, they think that when you say, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you, that you're in love every single day. And that's not the truth. Like when you're with somebody, you love them. Like love them. Like it's deeply rooted. But every day you are not in love with a person. Like I definitely experienced that firsthand. You're not in love with somebody every day. You know, they may do something and oh my God, it's just like makes your day and it makes you, in love. Like, oh my God, I'm so in love. But you don't wake up every day like, oh my God, I'm in love. Oh my God, you touched me. Oh my God. Oh, like you're not always like that. And it sucks because we do get a little comfortable. We do. That's just how things are. And a lot of people think that relationships and stuff and making a relationship work is based off of feelings. That's why I kind of never understand when people be like, oh, well, my feelings are changing. Like, honey, your feelings change all the time. And I really don't think that people who have been in relationships for like 60 years have stayed in a relationship based off of their feelings for the day or for the week or even for the month. It's something that you guys have in a relationship. I feel like it's like, you know what? You get on my nerves sometimes, but I'd rather you get on my nerves than anybody else get on my nerves because I just love you that much. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have those issues. You're going to have problems. You're going to have months, weeks, even bad years, I hear, where you guys are looking at each other crazy and going through ups and downs and stuff like that. But it ultimately depends on you as an individual. You have to be a worker. You have to legitly know that your feelings are gonna just be in and out, in and out, in and out. And I never understood why people say your feelings change because, like, think about it. It's just like, I'm gonna give you an example. Your feelings change every day. Like, you don't wake up every day happy, regardless of the situation, regardless of what's going on. Some days you wake up and you're just angry. Some days you wake up and you're sad and depressed. Like, your feelings change naturally. That's a natural thing. Your feelings change, okay. Like, they change. That's what they're supposed to do. They're doing their job, which is why you can't go live your life necessarily based off your feelings. The deepest feeling that you can even say is love. Now, if at the end of the day it is pure love to the core, I feel like that is what really matters at the end of the day. As long as nobody's not physically harming you or like really harming you to the point that it's just like mental abuse and emotional abuse and things like that, or they not cheating on you, I feel like you should be able to work through that and, just wait for that shit to pass. Because not everybody that's married is in love every single day. That's not how it works. It's not. Your feelings change on and off. They turn on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. So when you say that your feelings are changing, you really need to sit down and analyze it. You do. Because if in the core of it, you like, oh my God, I love her so much and I'd rather do this with her than with anybody else, then do that. You know what I mean? Don't let it be because, oh my God, you're getting on my nerves. You've been getting on my nerves for the past 3 weeks. Just be like, oh, this is a be all in all. And another thing is, I'm even to the point that I'm like, I'm actually willing to, sign up for couple counseling with people. Like, at first, it used to be like a taboo to me because I'm like, we can just figure out our own problems. But honestly, it's getting to the point that people can't figure out their own problems. And then the people you talk to kind of toxic because you talk to your mom or your dad or they talk to their mom and their dad and they're always going to cheer you on. They're always going to be like, you're right. Or they might even call you out on your bluff sometimes. They might. But when you have somebody completely who don't know that neither one of y'all don't like neither one of y'all, don't know y'all to like y'all, and you tell them the situation and there's like a mediator, I feel like things are taken to a whole different level. People can see certain things that you can't see and that your other people ain't gonna say like, oh, I know you, I've known you for 26 years, you were never such and such, I know what you mean by that, because that's just the reality of stuff. So sometimes you need that and you shouldn't be afraid to get that help if that relationship really means that much to you. But you really have to understand that a relationship is not easy. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of headaches, it's a lot of, oh my God, I don't understand why you're not getting this. And I mean, and I feel like in every single relationship, unless you get the help or unless you guys learn each other, there are always going to be like some little communication issues. Even if you've been together for 62 years, you can literally be like, "Oh my gosh." And, somebody take it the wrong way or you just be like, "Oh my gosh." You know what I mean? Like people still take the things you do and say it in a different way. And that's just it could be just a communication issue just in general. Like we're human. We're gonna have errors. All right, you just gotta get used to it. You know, people gonna say stuff that they really didn't mean in the heat of the moment. That's something else you gotta realize. You do, but you have to learn from it and you have to grow from it, so that yeah, 3 years ago we used to be cussing like cat and dogs, but 3 years later, y'all shouldn't still be cussing like cat and dogs. Y'all should start to grow in your communication skills. That's the beauty of a relationship. That's why I would never want somebody that's like me. First of all, most people think that they want somebody like themselves. However, if you met you would kick your butt. You get what I mean? You guys will probably not mush or get along, or it would be just so dull and so boring. And I feel like opposites attract happens all the time because of the fact that it's kind of a sense of balance. Two people totally different come together and they share their experiences together and they pretty much pour into a relationship. When you meet somebody who is different than you, it's like you guys can mix in a way that is just crazily amazing. It is because in a relationship, there may be somebody that, is not good at finances, but you're good at finances. And because they want to make sure that the relationship is going the correct way, they are willing to learn. I want a person that I can learn from. I don't want somebody that's just already got together just like me. I mean, that works for people, but I feel like to some extent, if you guys are so perfect all the time, then when you guys do have a problem, all of a sudden you guys can't hang. Like that's an issue. So when you kind of do like have your up and down moments, as much as they suck, when you work hard and get through them, you can be very grateful for them because it will bring you guys closer together, hopefully. Like there's no relationship manual. You can be in as many relationships as you want to be. And I kind of hate when people like say, well, I've been in more relationships than you and da 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 da. So I know. But my thing is, they didn't work out and you were single when I met you. So apparently, these aren't your expertise. Not to be rude, not to be mean, but apparently there's something missing. And I also hate people who like nitpick in a relationship. They try to tear you apart. They try to find all your flaws and stuff. I'm one of those people. I love you for your flaws and in spite of your flaws, because I know a lot of things is temporary. Like if I know that you're having trouble with money, and I know you are looking for a job, and I know you're actually putting in the work and the effort, I'm not too worried about it because I know that you're gonna get it, and I'm even support you while you do it. I'm not gonna sit out and just be quiet. I'm a vocally let you know, like, I love to see you hustling, trying to get this job. You know what I mean? There's a way to go about doing it. You don't have to be rude. And I mean, I understand tough love if somebody seemed like they just really not, getting on the back on the wagon. Now, I understand that. But if you actually see somebody trying, don't kick them when they're down. Don't do that. That is so messed up on so many levels. And all that does is leave a scar and a memory in their mind, and it can eventually make them resent you. Really. And that is detrimental to a relationship. But you do have to realize sometimes things are said wrong. Sometimes you both say hurtful things to each other. Like it's life. Like that's what happens in any relationship. So if you're looking for a perfect person, good luck because that really doesn't exist. It doesn't. But relationship is work. But I feel like it's satisfying work. I love to like go through something, and what I mean is I hate when I go through it, but I love that we work through it and then we get closer. Like I love that. That's just like a bomb feeling to have. Like, listen, we made it through this, so I know for a fact that we can make it through stuff. That's a type of relationship that I feel like is normal to me personally. And I feel like anything outside of that is just like not necessarily realistic, where you guys don't fight at all or don't have any issues at all, never. Like, I'm just like, I would be questioning something. Somebody's not saying something. And then when somebody tells you something in a relationship, don't use that against them. Don't bring it up like that. That's a definite way to mess up a relationship too. It's for me to entrust you with something and then you spit it out at me, because when you spit it out at me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna want to spit something else out at you. Not physical spit now. Listen, that's nasty. Don't be dirty. This is not New York. And old girl. So you communication is the biggest thing. And the thing is that we communicate a lot, but we really don't. So we all need to work on communication in general in a relationship, which is why I say it's definitely great to have somebody who can mediate your conversation sometimes who don't know you at all. Like I feel like that will help a relationship grow stronger. So Yeah, it's just my thought. I know I said a whole lot. Something else I would want to say though is if somebody's honest with you in a relationship about something, don't try to manipulate them. Like if I honestly tell you that I'm not ready for this or I'm not ready for that, don't assume that if you're just so good and just so perfect that I'm going to change my mind or that things are going to change rapidly. Like, I mean, sometimes that can happen, but just keep in mind if I say I'm not having a kid until 28, I'm not having a kid until 28. All right. Not 26, not 27, 28. You know what I mean? Like, don't rush things. I feel like a lot of people want to rush stuff because they feel like they're on crunch time. And all that does is cause you unnecessary stress. Let what is meant for you come for you. There's only so much you can do. Don't rush into a marriage. Don't rush into having kids. Let it happen. Like naturally, like honestly. Like just let it happen. Now I understand there's some people who be like, I don't want kids. Some people who can be straightforward and say, I don't want kids, and you know you want kids, dip out. Like, no lie. End it respectfully. But if you know somebody mutually wants everything that you want, but you guys feel like you want it at different times, but you ultimately want it, I feel like there's no reason for you to go because you're ultimately going to get what you want. Love is patient, and a lot of people forget that because we want everything to be perfect and we want everything now, and when things get hard, oh my god, we just can't hang to save our lives. Like, it's work. In every relationship you get in, it's gonna be work. It don't matter what this person got. I know some people who can have cars, houses, and everything else and still get in a relationship and it flop. And you can be somebody that ain't got all that, but is working on that, and you guys can be successful together, and grow together and have a real story to tell and have a foundation built with each other. Like, there is nothing beautiful than marrying your best friend. And a lot of people want to hurry and rush and marry in 3 months. Now, we all know some people who have successfully succeeded in that, but those are very few and rare occasions. And you don't know what happened, you know? Because in the honeymoon period, you get the best side of me. But then if we get in a relationship, sometimes if you love that person enough, you will see the ugly side of them, but you love them so much that you're willing to accept them. It's not because it was perfect. It's not because it was a perfect match. Because I really don't feel like there necessarily is like a perfect person in the sense of somebody who's going to be everything that you want. Everybody's not going to always be everything on your list. And you can try and look and search and seek, but it's always going to be a flaw. It's just, what flaw are you willing to be accepting of? If all these pros are amazing about her and she's a great person or he's a great person, and there's so many more pros than cons, I really think you should give that person a shot. Give them the hard work. Put in the effort. But if there's more cons about this person than pros, then listen, honey. Give them a little time, see if they're going to do what they do, but then let them go. Like, honestly, don't play games. Don't play games. If you guys are having a beautiful relationship outside of any other time, then just go for it. Love is a risk. It's a risk. What are you willing to risk for me? I love you. You have to risk something for love. You're not always going to be in love every morning. Sometimes you're not going to like each other. Sometimes you are going to like each other. But at the end of the day, it has to be a genuine core of love in the relationship. That's just how I feel. I'm just ranting. I'm just thinking in my head. Let me know what you think. This video was really, really long. There's a lot more I could say, but I don't want to bore you with, you know what I mean? I don't want to bore you. So, yeah, it was great talking to you guys. I hope you liked this video. Much love. Thank you for watching. I will see you later. She looking good with her syntheticness. Oh, keep the flames away. Keep the flames away. All right. See you guys later. Bye.